Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are pulling up at the Goodwill. Let me park. Hey everybody, it is Saturday. It is right at 1 o'clock and I just got to the Goodwill. I have not done a whole lot of thrifting this, matter of fact, I've done no thrifting this week. I've got such a backlog of stuff that I've bought over the past few months that I decided this week just to concentrate on getting a lot of that listed, and I have. So now it's time to go find some fresh inventory. Saturdays at my Goodwills are hit or miss. There's a lot of people that come in and out, so sometimes the good stuff is gone. But if you're new to the video, what I do is I go in, I'll get you some in-store coverage. We'll go back to my house and do the junk in the trunk thrift haul reveal, where I show you each item I purchase, I tell you why I purchased it, and how much I think that I can sell it for. So if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell so you know when I'm coming out with new videos. And while you're right there, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me. I really appreciate that. It shows me that you're enjoying the content, and I'll keep bringing it to you. All right, it is an absolutely beautiful Saturday here in Georgia, and let's get in this Goodwill and see what treasures await us. And if you're wondering, they are still taking our temperature right behind the doors. They take the temperature before you can go in. All right, so right as I walk in, as you can see these clothing racks right here, they're kind of standing by themselves. These are new clothing that has come out, and they're going to put these out on the floor. So I always take a look through these and make sure that there's nothing good here before it hits the floor, because a lot of times if you can catch the merchandise before it hits the floor, of course, you're going to find the good stuff. Most of this stuff was women's. I have not started wearing women's clothes, nor do I know a whole lot about it. I don't plan on wearing it either, but yeah, there wasn't a whole lot there. I did find these Adidas's brand new $50 retail, but Goodwill wanted $16.99, so just no money there to be made. Found this super cool espresso machine. It was brand new. I believe it was vintage since it was from Parisians, but they did want $40 for it. I did a whole lot of research on this, couldn't find one exactly like it anywhere, and unfortunately I left it behind. So let me know if you would have picked that up or not. Here I find this Vios, some sort of medical, like, I guess you breathe it in, maybe people with asthma, I'm not real sure. So normally I don't look things up, but this one piqued my curiosity, so I go ahead and break out my phone and scan the barcode, and as you can see, brand new, these things are selling for, $50, $60 is what people are asking for them. So I decided to go ahead and put this in the buggy and go ahead and investigate a little bit more. Yeah, so with an item like this, you want to make sure it's new. I open it up, everything looks good, everything is factory wrapped. But when I was in line at the checkout, I went through it a little bit more, and everything was just put back in its bag. It had already been opened and used, and you don't really want to sell anything like that used that people are putting their mouth on. Thought this was pretty cool. Please disregard my finger there. I have a tendency to do that. That was an electronic Sudoku game, I think it was. So I went ahead and threw that in the buggy. I thought this was really neat. This was a Presto Eversharp knife sharpening machine, so I decided to go ahead and look this up. Kind of breaking all my rules today. I'm looking things up. Usually I put them in the buggy and pull over to the side, but I decided to go ahead and break out the phone and scan this and see if it's worth any money, because these Presto machines, or knife cutting machines, there you go, it's 144, 30, 50s, 60s. But I opened this one up, and on the inside, it was well worn and well used. So I decided to go ahead and put it back, because really the used ones, let's see, they were only selling for like $19, and people were taking best offers on those. So I left that one behind. Here's an area that I don't usually look too much in. This is like a pressure cooker type thing. I think somebody mentioned in one of my videos in the comments that the pressure cookers can be worth some good money, or pressure cooking devices. So maybe that's something I need to start looking into. I did mean to go back and look that one up, but I didn't. Here's an old calculator. I thought this might be worth a little bit of money. Definitely vintage and old, but when I looked it up, they were selling for like $14 or $15. So wasn't any money to be made there. Right below the calculator on the bottom shelf for $10 are these Bose Cube speakers. Bose sells amazingly. If you've never sold them before, this ended up being probably the find of the trip. Also, as you know, I do like to sell like camcorders and things. This is a Quastar, really off-brand, didn't even look it up. Usually the ones that are going to be worth some money are going to be your Sony's, JVCs, things like that. But that Quastar definitely wasn't worth any money. I looked up that little NASCAR figure. It wasn't worth anything. You know, they're a little overpriced on some of this stuff. These smaller Sony Blu-ray players like this, they're asking $20 for that. It had the remote. I mean, those things you can get $30 to $50 for, you know, higher on Amazon, but at 20 bucks, I can't make any money off that. So, seems like Goodwill is starting to jack the prices back up. So here we are over in the pictures, and I find this one that looks pretty neat. It's written in a foreign language. It's like a mirrored, almost almost beer signs are normally made like that. And I thought it was pretty cool, so I decided to look it up. And when I did, it ended up not. There was nothing. I couldn't find anything on it, so I left it behind. I thought this was pretty neat. It's kind of like a corner shelf, but again, it was made of metal, but they wanted $20 for it. So just not worth. You know, even for myself, that corner shelf was definitely not worth it. I don't need one, but at $20 is ridiculous. There's a toolbox, and it was completely empty. It was also plastic. The plastic toolboxes tend not to be worth any money. I'm checking out these diapers. I run into these all the time. The adult diapers, and they're never worth any money. Even at $3, there wasn't anything that could be made. Profit off of it. I thought this was super cool. This is like is that a boxer? And it's dressed like a boxer. But they wanted $20 for it. I mean, that's just way too much. I mean, it was extremely heavy, made out of concrete. I don't know. Maybe it was worth it. I thought it was super neat, but for $19.99, definitely wasn't going to pay that for it. If you're new starting out, I wanted to show you this. I pick up this Stein here in a minute. It's a really big Stein. If you're new to thrifting, you might think, oh wow, this has definitely got to be worth some money. Very few of them are, and they're very hard to ship, and they tend to break, so I tend to leave those behind. So I also mentioned that people buy cats. I almost bought these, but I believe the ear, it was made in Taiwan, so I think these are vintage. They had these really cool green eyes. And they were only $1.99 and I think $1.49 each. But as you can see, the ear was chipped there on that cat. So I decided to not pick that up because you know, I wasn't real sure if it was going to sell very well. So here we are in the glassware section. I know some of y'all that watch my videos really love to see this area. I thought these looked pretty neat, but this is Temptations, which I know they make good stuff, but it's more modern, and for $15 and $13 a piece? Yeah, I don't think so. Here we are in the coffee mugs. You know I'm going to stop for a minute and take a look and, you know, see if we can find any of those Starbucks mugs or the Death Wish coffee mug that I found that I sold for $60 a couple weeks ago. Really wasn't a whole lot here. Looked like it really had been gone through. Thought that was kind of neat. That's like one of those, you see those in barbershops a lot, if I'm not mistaken, where people put their combs and things in, but I don't think there was any value there. And you know, they have some pretty funny ones, but you know, a lot of those novelty ones are not really worth any money. You want to be on the lookout for specialty ones, and I know Starbucks ones have been the most popular that you can definitely make some money on. Thought this was pretty neat. This was a massive bowl. It says made in Italy, and it was only $3. That was probably a really, really good buy, but that would have been a pain to ship. That is a very large bowl. To get it there in one piece would have been kind of hard, but yeah, I probably should have moved that tag and seen what the other label was, because there was another label on there. Might have missed out on that one. I thought this was pretty neat, but again, I have no clue what you would call that or what the name brand would be since it's not on there. And then over here, I never find anything. This is just like regular glasses, and actually those coffee pots, how did I miss those? Those coffee pots might have been worth a little bit of money as replacements, but yeah, I guess filming, I forgot to look it up. So now I'm in the clothes, and I run across these cool polo, kind of like pajama pants, plaid, brand new with tags. So I was like, hey, new with tags, you know, I might get these for myself. They weren't my size. Retail was $44, and of course my Goodwill wants $17. Next, I run into these Crocs, and I thought these were pretty neat, but $19, really? Now we're in the shoe section, and I'm looking around. I know Stacy Adams aren't worth money. I don't buy them, but look how much my Goodwill wants for a pair of Stacy Adams. $35. I'm telling you, I don't know where they get some of these prices from. But anyway, I have found some really good shoes at my Goodwill that they didn't overprice. But for the most part, if they've ever heard the brand, especially Nikes, you're not going to get them for under $20 usually. Obviously, Stacy Adams is a highfalutin brand now since they want $35 for them. I actually did bring that up to the manager's attention, and she was like, "Well, I didn't price it." She goes, she said the problem is we have different people pricing on different days, and but some of these are fairly priced. I mean, you know, Andrew Fetza, or however you say it, that's not a bad brand. $9.99 is not bad for you know, a pair of dress shoes like that if you need them. Here's another pair of sandals. These are $9.99. It was a brand I'd never heard of. I highly doubt they were worth $10 to resell. But there are some nice shoes in my Goodwill. You know, and from time to time I find Allen Edmonds, and I can get those for really good prices because luckily my Goodwill doesn't know who Allen Edmonds is, and I always pick those up for under $10. But I haven't found any in several months. I hadn't found any since the quarantine opened back up. I thought these were kind of crazy. Boy, you got to have some sort of style to rock these. But they were only $5, so somebody's definitely going to jump on those. All right, the thrift trip is done. Didn't find a whole lot of stuff. I think I got 5 things to show y'all when we get back home, but those Bose speakers could potentially be worth some really good money. I don't know what model they are. I got to research them a little more. I didn't even tear the bag open. I will test them out. It looks like they have some stains on them. Not sure if I can get those out or if they can be painted. I'm not sure. We'll take a look at them when I get back home. So let's get back home, see how much junk I got in my trunk. All right, guys, this is going to be pretty quick. Only got a few things that I found at the Goodwill, so let's just run through these. All right, so the first score were these Bose. I don't know if you can tell, but they're kind of stained and scratched up. But as long as they work, I'm going to try to clean them up a little bit. But as long as they work, I've got at least $100, if not more, right here. Paid $9.99 for these. So these Bose cubes, they sell really, really well, and hopefully I'll be able to get them cleaned up. Then I picked up, this is brand new, it's a filter cartridge. Paid 59 cents for it. I think I could get 12 to 15 on that. It's just easy money. Then I picked up 3 of these. Might not have should have picked these up, but these are 4-station KBM switches. I got 2 that are new in the box and 1 open box is still brand new in there. Amazon has these for $130 each, and they have a really low rank, but on eBay there's one that's a new open box for $17 plus shipping, which is a little bit discouraging. So I don't know what a new sealed one will go for. So I'm probably gonna put them on there for $30, $40 a piece and hope that they sell. So, all right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Not a whole lot to show this week, but not every week can be a home run. So if you will, go ahead and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I would appreciate it. And I hope y'all having a great week, and good luck out there reselling.